welcome to Let's Stop Podcast. Today we're going to be getting into a reaction style video of a Florida woman that decided to go on Kendra G's show where she should be looking for love, but instead, I believe her true agenda was just to expose her baby daddy because she's not happy with some of the choices I assume that he made ever since he quote unquote became famous. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell because we do go live each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it doesn't cost anything for you guys to support the channel and show some love. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Married?
I have not been married, but I was in a relationship for 16 years. The relationship just came to a halt in June, but my baby daddy is quote unquote famous. My baby daddy is wide neck.
Is who?
Wide neck.
Who's
So right there, I want to first point out the fact that Kendra is asking her. Remember, she's on the show to look for love, and Kendra is asking her has she ever been married, and her response to her never being married is that her baby daddy is supposedly famous and his name is Wide Neck. Now I'm from Florida, so I know exactly who she was talking about when she said Wide Neck. I know who he is. I remember when he got on. But this right here is proof to show that she does not care about looking for love. She is not on Kendra's show to look for love, but she is on here to straight up bash her baby daddy. This is what she's on here for. And not just that, we're going to have some receipts to show you that that was her true agenda. And I'm going to probably put it here for you guys to see that that was her plan from the very beginning, was to basically expose her baby daddy. This is why she came on the show. She was not looking for love.
Wide Neck?
The dude that went viral from his neck.
No.
Yeah, you'll have to check him out. He on Instagram, but yeah, that's my baby
He's
daddy.
famous?
Hold on.
He's famous?
Yeah.
In the background.
How do you spell his Instagram name? Let me check it out.
Damn, DAMN.
Oh,
Wide.
hold on. DA what?
MN WIDE
WIDE
NECK.
Oh, okay. So this your baby daddy?
Yeah, that's him, child.
All right, so he do got 1 million followers. And his neck is really wide?
Yes.
So which baby daddy is he? Is he the one that you have 4 kids by or 1 kid?
4.
So you're 4. So did y'all break up after he got famous?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did y'all break up?
Because he's excuse my language. He a man that ain't never really.
So I want to point something out real quick. She just called this man out of his name. I don't know what she called him because Kendra bleeped it out. Who knows? Maybe because of YouTube, she don't want to get striked, or maybe because she want to monetize video. I don't know why she took it out. But what I don't like is that the fact that she didn't acknowledge the fact that she's calling this man out of his name. Kendra don't even know this man, right? And if you guys watch Kendra G's show, whenever men come on there and they start calling women out their names, Kendra is quick to check them. Oh, what you calling her that for? This, that. But she don't think that it'll be necessary for her right now to let this young lady know, like, hey, listen, let's not call people out of their name. That's not appropriate. Let's stay professional. No, she doesn't say anything. She just bleeps it out and go on with the conversation.
They had shit. So when he got in the light and women started coming at him, like it was a problem for me. You feel me? Like it's either we together or we not. And I had been, like I said, we had been together way before he turned famous, 16 years. It got too much on me, Kendra. Like it was too much.
So right here, you see that she's the one that decided not to be in a relationship no more. She said it became too much for her because he became famous. Now, his response to this is totally different. So we're going to put his response right here about why, they're not together.
I can't
You know, when
see
you
your
catch
face.
the fame,
I can't see
you
your
know,
face.
you feel me, shit change. So it's like a lot of folks fall on you, a lot of folks switch up, a lot of folks, you feel me? It's not.
But are you a lot of folks? Because what she's saying is you're the one that switched up. You're the one that got famous and you stopped taking care of her and the 4 kids.
Now I take care of my kids right to this day. See what it is? See, it's 2 sides to every story. And one thing about it, I've been in and out of prison all my life. So like for me to change for the good and to better myself and instead of you moving on with me, you don't want to leave the city. I gotta leave the city. I've been there all my life. I've been a criminal. I sold drugs, I sold dope, shot people, all this shit in the same city. So if I leave and you don't want to come, I'm gonna leave. I'm changing my life. I done dodged prison. I've been in prison twice. I ain't trying to be there the rest of my life. So of course I'm gonna leave. I'm not leaving my kids. I'm leaving you. I still be there for my kids ready this day. Okay, for them to
People
try.
gotta understand is there's gonna always be two sides to the story. Now, whether she's telling the truth or he's telling the truth, I don't know. We don't know. Only God knows. But at the end of the day, I think that it would be responsible for us not to just automatically assume that everything that this woman's saying is true. And that's what a lot of people do. The system does it, police do it, everyone does it. When a woman comes out and cries wolf, everybody just jumps up and down and says, yep, he must be a deadbeat, he must be a dog. And I'm not making this stuff up. We're going to go on his Instagram page and look at some of the responses when she decided to go live and say the things that she said about this man. People went on to his Instagram post where he's actually wishing his children a happy birthday. They actually went on to the post and started saying all kind of things like another person says stop the cat, meaning he's lying about, loving his son and wishing him happy birthday. You know, yo, kids gonna grow up after you, a poor excuse of a man, LOL. So this person don't know nothing about nothing just off of her coming on this show. She ain't show no receipts, no evidence, no nothing. But all of a sudden, the kid's gonna be a poor excuse as a man because you a poor excuse as a man. People came on there and said all this clout coins you're collecting and you won't pay child support. Doesn't seem like best dad. So this person's basically saying, look, you don't want to pay child support, but you out here trying to, get coins. So again, they're under the assumption that this man is not doing anything for his kid, all because she said so. Daddy loves you so much that he buys weed and posts about grinding it up in a blender instead of paying child support. So again, another person, coming on here don't know nothing about nothing, just going on to his post all because she said it and starts to attack his brother. Daddy loves you. I'm just not paying child support. Again, making an assumption that, this man is doing nothing for his kid. Now, is he not paying child support? He probably isn't. I don't know. If he really did get arrested, he probably is not paying. But if you don't have all the information, I don't think that we should be so quick to just believe everything female says. And this is the double standards that we have going on today. Women can say anything they want about men, and people just gonna jump up and believe it because she said it. Now, we did have one person say your baby mama is on Kendra's show saying you owe her 100,000 in child support. This person is at least staying neutral and saying, yo, this is what's going on, which is a horrible way to find out, because at the end of the day, he is a public figure. This is a horrible way to find out that somebody is trying to damage and ruin your character.
Did he always have a wide neck?
Yes, he was born like that. His mother carried him for 10 months and the fluid bagged up in his damn neck. He went to the doctor. He didn't want to get it fixed. So that's the outcome.
And now that he's famous, he'll not act in a relationship no more.
He don't, and he does nothing for our kids.
So see, she claims that he does nothing for the kids. And now we're gonna put his receipts right here where he shows Cash App receipts that he does take care of his kids.
Clear, never been on child support. Just got on child support when I popped. Money home, like I said. Here go everything right here. I'm waiting. This is what I'm waiting on. Yeah, these all my cash as payment. That's my cash.
How much do you pay a month?
Yeah, that ain't all about all that, but this is what I'm sending her. It ain't about that. I'm just on her ass. Like I'm on.
But that says $20, $10.
No,
so
these just different.
Does he have any more kids besides your kids?
He has an outside child that he just had like 2 years ago by a girl in Texas somewhere.
Putting all his business out there.
So y'all don't co-parent well?
Not at all.
Not at all. So if you don't know who her baby daddy is, I'm about to show y'all the picture again.
This
Let
is
me
one of our kids right here. This is my 6-year-old.
that's the Hi baby girl. Hi baby girl. So this your baby daddy,
That's
the one with him,
my
right?
child.
So see, she decides to take her child and put the child on social media for people to see the child. And then I want y'all to pay attention. She then proceeds to attack this little girl's father, cursing, talking wild and reckless in front of the kid. And again, Kendra says nothing. She doesn't say, hey, look, you want to maybe find a private place to speak. You know, there's kids in the room. No, because Kendra is low key ratchet. That's why. So Kendra not going to say nothing about her basically about to straight up disrespect this man, curse, act a fool. Even if all these things are true, why would you do it in front of the little girls? Why would you do it in front of his little girl? This is her father. Why would you do that? And then when these little girls grow up and begin to have the attitudes that this young girl has and just have a nasty mouth, this is what they've been watching it since they were young.
Father, I just put the bitch in jail the day after Thanksgiving for a child support purge because the motherfucker don't take care of my kids, Kendra.
Again, she claimed that he don't take care of his kids, but yet we just saw the receipts where he is sending her money. She claims he don't do nothing. This is what she's claiming, but yet the brother got receipts showing that he is sending her money. Now, whether you agree that the money is a little or the money is a lot, at the end of the day, he is doing something. So for you to just make it seem like dude is just a straight up deadbeat and does zilch zero for his kids is very concerning.
So he's currently in jail right now?
Nah, he bonded out. He paid the purge and got out.
Because he owes you back child support.
Yes, ma'am. He owed me actually $100,000, but the purge was 2,500.
He paid it.
Yes.
So is he paying off the 100,000?
No, ma'am. He has not made any payment since he made that one payment of $2,500.
Is he gonna go back to jail?
Yeah, he is. I go to child support court March the 1st. I'm not the one to be fucked up with, Kendra.
Wide neck, you better make that payment, wide neck.
Tell
Before you
him
be
again.
wide neck and wide ass spread open in the jail cell, you better make that. You better make that. Listen, you want a wide neck or you want your ass spread wide?
You see, this is my problem with Kendra right here. So this woman comes on her show who she don't know from a can of paint. She don't know the man from a can of paint. She says all these things about this brother, and Kendra responds making, little jokes about basically the man is gonna be raped in prison if he don't pay the child support. And then laughing and acting like it's a joke and it's fun and games, right? But this is the crazy part. When he comes on her show, which we're gonna put the video here. He comes
A
on.
whole year and a half straight. She ran me and my other bitch, taking pictures of the tags, pulling up at their houses, pulling all up at a job, like sending the police, sending the other little wretched ass bitches to a job, like interviewing all like little petty ass little stupid shit like that. This is what she do.
Here,
You
he
feel me?
comes on her show and he said, "This is what she's doing to me," right? She doesn't respond and say, "Look, if she's doing this type of stuff, girl, you better stop before you go to jail. You better stop before you go to prison, girl. They're gonna take your kids. Don't do that, girl." She doesn't do that. She allowed him to express what he's going through and has zero response, as if she just goes off of what the woman says and just believes everything that this woman says without even, saying neutral. She claims that she's neutral. She says things like, "Oh, you know, this is her story," but based off of her responses, you can see that she's not being neutral, especially when the brother comes on the show and says what he's going through on his side of it, and she doesn't have anything to say as far as to the woman. She don't warn the woman about being raped. She don't make little, homosexual jokes or anything like that. She doesn't do any of that stuff.
I don't know what you want to do, but your baby mama's on my show telling me the business. And she telling me she going back to child support court March 1st. Now, it's one thing to have a wide neck. It's another thing to have a wide ass spread. So if I was you, I would make those child support payments.
I'm looking for an honest man. I'm looking for somebody who's loyal. I'm looking for a family-oriented man. I don't need no one to take care of my kids. In business, I stand on my word. Like, I don't know. I want somebody that's real. That's me.
So she wants someone honest. She wants someone that stand on their word. She wants someone, uh, you know, that's basically what she's looking for. but you're not honest. You're not standing on your word. He just showed Cash App receipts that he is sending you money. He just sent it to you. He just showed it. So we just showed the receipts. So why are you acting like he's not doing nothing? So you want somebody honest, but you're not honest.
You are a little bitter about this situation with your child's father. Do you want to respond to that?
I mean, I'm a mother of 5 kids. I get no help. So if I am seem a little bitter to you guys, then that's the reason why, bro. Like, I shouldn't have to be made to take care of these kids by myself. With him being who he is, he's financially stable to help me. So what they talking about, Kendra, they ain't walking in my shoes. I don't give a fuck about it.
Now you see, that's her true colors. What you just saw right now. This is her true colors. See, she was all giggling and and all that stuff. But did you see how that masculine energy, that aggression just came out? All because people are asking a question, are you bitter? And again, she's claiming she's getting zero help. He's doing nothing for her. And again, whether or not you agree or disagree with the amount, don't make it seem like he's not doing nothing. Again, if these cash out receipts are true, apparently he is doing something. That's what's really going on. And to be honest, see, he claims the reason why she's really bitter is because he don't want her. And I'm starting to kind of believe that it might be true.
It's better than her, you feel me? But like I say, it's like a hate thing now. It's like you came from supporting me to my business, my biggest enemy right now. For why? I don't know. You feel me? It just
Well, I mean, according to her, she's raising
I
these
was there.
kids by herself. You
No,
are off. You have this money. You have a new
no,
woman.
the government
a
raising
new
my kids.
child.
Like that girl, bro. I'm telling you, that girl, bro. Like I respect every black woman with kids or whatever. I'm one of the fathers that made babies that want to be there. You feel me? Like I never left my kids. She would tell you that. My oldest son is 13. He old enough to talk. You feel me? And that's where I'm at right now. Like when we go to court and all this shit gonna come out. But at the end of the day, it's like it's not about me. It's not about her. It's about my kids at the end of the day. You want to bash me because I don't want you. I don't want. It's not that I'm not trying to be with my kids. It's not that I'm not trying to parent with you. It's not that I'm trying to come to no type of agreement to deal with you and my kids, but deal with my kids as co-parenting. You deny every asset that I'm trying to go to deal with my kids because I'm not dealing with you, and that's what it is. Like
True, only because, again, she came on Kendra's show because she wanted to expose him. This woman is not looking for love. She's not.
Nah, bitter that. But anyway, back to the show, Kendra.
See, she just switches up just like that.
For real, like, bro, I don't have to address nothing. I mean, because a lot of people call us single mothers that deal with situations like I'm dealing with bitter. I don't think it's bitterness. I think it's like, what do y'all expect? I ain't getting no help. How do I supposed to react?
Okay, I got you. Well, some will say this. Now, let me just challenge that. And I agree with you. But some will say, well, why have 4 kids by him if you weren't getting help? Why did you stop after?
Like I said, listen, you guys. Before he became famous, we already had these kids. We didn't have no more.
Fame, he was there with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, he was. He was, Kendra.
So he said out of his mouth himself that if you check out the video he did with Kendra, he says out his mouth himself that look, she would tell you that I would never know deadbeat, none of that stuff. It wasn't until I became famous, all of a sudden I became deadbeat. And again, look, I don't know. But he claims that he wants to see his kid, but she makes it extremely difficult for him to see his kid because he don't want her. And we're gonna put that video right here.
kids by her. My oldest son.
When's the last time you saw your kids? When's the last time you saw your kids?
The same time that she tried to put me in jail when I had them, when she dropped them off to me. She play little duck ass games. She play little police ass games like that. You feel me? But
you haven't seen
no,
your
I
kids
see. I was just in
November?
the city. I just dropped my kids off Valentine's stuff at they school. See, she's so nasty. She's so dirty. She take my name off their list. So I got to do everything I got to do now. I got to bring the police there. I got to let my judge know.
So y'all heard for yourself. He's claiming that she done took his name off of the school registry. And not just that, he claims when he saw his kid on Thanksgiving, that's when she had him basically locked up the day after. And look, maybe that might be true. Look, I don't know. He did say he did get locked up and he bonded out. So I believe what's happening, honestly, with the child support thing is I think because he said himself that he feels that he don't want to work with this the quote on white man, right? So I believe that he's been sending her money on the side and he hasn't been actually paying attention to the court order. And I believe it caught up on him. And now, you know, he has to be accountable for that. But now he has a lawyer and he's trying to get everything situated to take care of the situation. But her coming on here making it seem like this brother not doing nothing, I feel like that's disingenuous and I feel like I can't trust her. See, when a person is not even gonna be honest, everything else that they say, you gotta take it with a grain of salt because you don't know if this person is telling the truth, lying. You don't know because they won't even be honest about him helping. She make it seem like this man ain't doing nothing at all.
Okay. Did you ever talk about marriage?
Yes, we did. But like I said, when it came to the point of the public and the Facebook and the internet shit, it was like that shit was over with. Obviously, when it became to the fame, I wasn't what he wanted anymore. You know,
Now he claims that the reason they broke up was because he didn't want to be in the city no more. He didn't want to be a street dude. He didn't want to be living that life that he lived. He already have a bad reputation out there. He wanted to move out the city, and she didn't want to go. And he's not gonna sit there and stay with someone that don't want to better themselves, don't want to do nothing for themselves. But she's claiming, nope, it's because you just ain't want me. Now again, this is he say she say. But what we should not do is we should not just automatically attack him or attack her based off of what either one is saying. But the reason I'm coming at her like this is because she's lied. That's my thing. You can't lie about something. Oh, he ain't doing nothing. I'm by myself. When none of this is true. When he is helping you, whether you believe it's not sufficient enough, don't make it seem like he's not doing nothing.
like I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay. I respect your transparency, Alexis. I do. So
Thank.
why do you think you're single, honey?
I'm single because mean, as you can tell, I got a little snappiness to me. Like I'm mean, but I'm gonna put it like this, Kendra. I'm like this because I feel like I've always had to wear the pants. I never like been able to be the soft female. I always had to be like this. Okay, I think with me having to wear the pants in a relationship and be all tough skinned and stuff, I think that has a lot to play a part in it. I don't think men know how to approach me. Um, I don't think I know how to be approachable. You know, they say I always keep a unit on my face like I mean. So I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, sister. You say you don't know. You do know. You just said what it is. You're unapproachable. You always got a unit on your face, meaning you always look angry, mad, and upset. You started off in the beginning by saying out your own mouth that you're mean. And we heard you a minute ago, I don't give a F. So we clearly know exactly why you're single. Secondly, you talked about how you always had to wear the pants. See, you're making it seem like this dude was a good guy, but then he got famous and just left you. No, this dude has been in and out of prison for years. Okay? In and out, in and out. This man's selling.
You want to
He
ship
had
dope and shit in and out of prison. You want to bring dope and shit. You feel me? This is what you want to do. I'm not in that position no more. So if that's what you still want to do, go ahead and get you a nigga in the state and you can keep on trafficking and whatever you want to do. That's what you want to do. And don't bring me and bash my name and bash my face, my image and all this because you thinking I don't want to be with my kids, but I don't want to be with you. Come on, that's but by me being
he had you coming to the jail, according to him, he had you coming to the jail, bringing narcotics. He had you trafficking, and you was down for it, and you was doing your thing, having kids by him, kid after kid after kid after kid. See, women make bad choices in who they choose to lay down when to have kids with, but then they say, "Well, I'm bitter because of the man. I had this." No, you didn't. You didn't have to. You knew from the first time you got with him when you had the first kid what this dude was about. So do not make it seem like, he was this great guy and all of a sudden he just got famous and left us. And I'm just, I'm struggling now. That's why I'm bitter. No. No, that's not why. You made a bad choice in who you chose to lay down with. A man that was in and out of prison, wasn't keeping employment most likely, because if you're in and out of jail, how you employed? Which means he wasn't taking care of what he's supposed to. Had you out there trafficking, had you out there bringing narcotics in, probably could have got you locked up and your kids taken. All of these choices that you've made, and now you're trying to say, well, I'm like this because of him. No, you've made these choices to be with that man, and you're like this because you chose a wrong partner. And that's what women need to start realizing. They need to start being accountable for their actions and stop always blaming the dude. Not, was he a bad example of a father? Of course. You in and out of prison, you're doing all this foolishness and all this stuff. Of course, you're not being the dad that you need to be. You aren't. That's the bottom line. But again, she chose this. So don't, let's not try to make it seem like at the end of the day that she was just this wonderful sunset flower that met this wonderful guy, and then he just switched out on her when he was famous and now she's bitter. That's not the case. She knew this dude was a Pookie and Ray Ray from the very beginning and continued to have a kid after him, after him, after him, after him. And now want to sit here and say, oh, I'm like this because of this and that. No, you're like this because that's what you chose.
Okay. Well, why would a
Maybe,
guy?
go ahead.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a fun, I'm a loving person. I'm faithful, you know. I cook, I clean, I take care of my kids. I do that. Like all the womanly things, I do that, you know. I like to go out and have fun. I got a funny side. I'm goofy as hell. Like it's just, you know, it's a vibe around me. I'm a whole vibe.
When a person says they're a vibe, just know that they basically saying that they go up and down in a heartbeat. One minute they happy, sad, angry, silly, they all over the place. And what man wants a woman that is not emotionally stable? What man wants that? What man wants a woman that one minute she's okay, I'm happy, next minute she's popping off on you? And you guys witnessed it yourself. You saw how Kendra asked her a simple question. Some people believe that you're bitter. And one minute she was like, well, I'm bitter because I'm by myself. But I don't give a F. Because she's a big vibe. Like she names herself Big Pressure. She's Big Pressure. And pressure busts pipes. So any dude that's going to be with her, just be prepared to have your pipes bust.
She's a whole vibe. She's very open and transparent with us. She is the child's mom to Wide Neck. I didn't know who he was, but I do know now. He went viral, so
I've been trying to get on here a long freaking time.
Well, you finally made it, boo.
Again, this is her true nature. This is why she came on here. Look what she said. She said, thank you for being transparent. And this is her information. This is her. And she said, I've been trying to come on here for a long time. She not coming on here looking for love, you guys. She's coming on here to expose her baby daddy. And some of you guys may be like, okay, so that's her right to do that. You're true. That's true. That's her right to do that. But I want you guys to think about something. He says that she was harassing him, coming to the girl job where she works, bringing females to the job that his girl works at for a year and a half. So you got to ask yourself, if they ain't been together since last year June and you going through the child support system, why are you coming on Kendra G show to expose him? For what? Let the child support system run its course. Let them, get do what you got to do. Focus on raising your kids. Focus on taking care of your family, which is what he accuses her of. He accuses of her of.
She's raising her. Your kids are in her house. You think she's not struggling every day? She has 5 kids in her home. She has to
No,
struggle.
she's not struggling. She's struggling because she trying to pay attention and be in everybody else's business. She not focusing on herself and what she got to do to better herself. That's why she want to be struggling. You too busy trying to case me up and put cases on me and bash
You
me.
just witnessed it herself, yelling, you know, uh, bashing the girl's father while she's literally right there in the room. Kendra not even saying, "Yo, find somewhere else to go," you know. And now she's sitting here. I've been wanting to come on the show, yeah, because you wanted to expose him. So now it makes me believe again. That's why I'm coming for her, because you're lying about him not helping you at all, and now you're sitting here coming on Kendra G show to expose him and saying you've been wanting to do this. You're bitter. You're bitter because you feel like for 16 years you held him down, which you probably did. You probably did. And now he done made money and you feel like he don't want you. He's out there messing with these model type chicks. living his best life while you're sitting there in the slumps with his kids by yourself. And let me tell you something, that is a horrible place to be. It really is. But doing this is not going to help the situation. This is only going to make the situation worse. And at the end of the day, you're damaging your own children. You're programming your own children to end up perpetuating the same situation that you're in. You did this to yourself. He didn't grape you into having kids. You chose to be with him. You chose to have all these children despite knowing the type of man that this man was. So you need to hold yourself accountable for what you did. Focus on raising your baby, being a great example for them instead of coming on Kendra G's show claiming to look for love when the true nature is you just wanted to bash his brother.
You finally made it, and he is not doing his daddy duties. So this is her side to the story.
With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Um, this I'm gonna tell you guys, the reason I did this video is because we have a real problem in our community. We have a real problem in our community. We are not focusing on the things that we really need to be focusing on. We are not doing the things that we need to do. We are making bad choices, men and women. And at the end of the day, the brother said it himself. It's not about me. It's not about her. It's about the children. If he said anything right tonight, that was something that he said that was straight facts. It's about the kid. So I'm doing this show to show that this is why little girls are growing up the way that they're growing up. Men like to sit there and complain and say, you know, oh, I don't want no woman like this, masculine. I don't want no woman like that. This is what men say. But yet you have your daughters growing up in a house with a woman that will sit in front of your daughter, curse, act a fool, be ratchet as heck, right? And go on social media, put you out there, embarrassing her children, embarrassing herself, embarrassing you. And you don't think as a man, you know what? This is not a good environment. It's not good for my kids. Let me fight for my kids. Because that's what I think men should be doing. One, stop sleeping with these women, these ratchet women, having kids with them. And then you leave the women with the kids because you can't deal with it no more because you don't want her no more. So now your kid is growing up in that system and perpetuating the very thing that you claim that you don't want, right? And women, y'all stop sleeping with these Pookie and Ray Rays and then getting bitter and getting upset and claiming, well, I'm just, I'm bitter because, he left me. I'm by myself. No, these are the choices that you made. If you shouldn't be bitter. You need to accept the situation that you're in and make the best of it and give your children the opportunities that you probably didn't have and that he didn't have. That's what you need to be doing. With that being said, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment. I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, she's telling the truth, he's telling the truth? Do you think that, we should probably get a part 2 to this? Because y'all never know. Maybe something else might come out about this situation. Either way, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment. Let's get the conversation started. Let's talk.
And bash me and kill my fame, kill my image. And at the end of the day, you not taking care of reality, real life. That's this the real world like, like this shit right here.